Shot. 17. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set, cut. 60 red. Red, yellow. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And the Nighthawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Yeah, that's just a tough break here in the early going of this postseason, Mike. Everyone stresses the value of the ball, especially in the playoffs. Not only does that interception put an end to this drive, but it also gives all the momentum here early to their opponent.
They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Nighthawks.
Let's go. Trap 60, traps up. 18, rack, 18, rack.
Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Back to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Knock, count, Buffalo 18. Check out.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, London.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
He'll start at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space, and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready up.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, here's a handoff. They'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Savion Jones on the tackle.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Let's go. 19 tight. 60 vice.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's set.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 12.
They'll look to throw again. Out to his right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go. 70 Lions.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And that should be enough. he works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Second fire. Here we go. Second. 19.
So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment.
Okay,
3rd and 6.
Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Open man, left side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Broncos have it. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Nighthawks 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's into traffic, but taken in. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in. Look at the big man go. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. It covers 51 yards.
Let's go now.
A run on first and goal. To the pylon, he's pinned. Touchdown, Nighthawks. Two choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
On the set.
Second and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
Get cut.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and less than a yard.
Come on, set.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. Still on his feet. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Let's go.
A gain of 7.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you.
This is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Set. Yellow. 20.
They'll look to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
No gain on the play.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Let's go. Set.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Ready. Down. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one finds Chase.
Let's go.
2nd and a yard.
Jamar Chase.
Go. 10.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, London.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect, but man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it, and boy, did he ever.
Cam Little to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Set, blue striker. Set, go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. Taking off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Nighthawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
Ready, break. Trap 60, trap 60. Set up. 19, truck, 18, level, 18, level. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. It's third and 4. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
Ready up.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go, set.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
70 range, 70 range. Set, pass to the left, Lightning, 18. Take over.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
There's that man again, another catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Got it, ready,
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8.
go.
defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on him. Taken down after a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29. Here's 2nd down and 5. This caught right side by Worthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards. That's good for London. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That's over the middle and intercepted.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Claws red. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Set. Cut.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
A gain of 16 yards. And that will be a first down.
The London first down.
19 tight. 19. Get up.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Nighthawks. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
79.
And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready? Red, cycle. Here we go. Hut.
Throwing now from the gun. Passing right side, and Chase has it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw out of the gun. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set. Trap 60. Trap 60. Stephanie, go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Inside the 20. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
Cowboy 8, 60 bucks, 60 bucks. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Worthy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come 19. Here we go. Sack Warrior 17. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end.
On the double.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 50, green. Set.
He'll look to throw. This one on target for Johnson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Down. Ready.
Moving to his left. He runs with it. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 39 yards.
Ready up.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Flush to his right. There he goes again.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Exiting the pocket right. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Let's go. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ball red. Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Black ultra. Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. He'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running backs. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
19, 18. 19, side. 19, 7.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This ball's batted away. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. What a big play on 4th and 10. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 3rd and 7. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They cannot stop him. That's 13 catches in the game. That one for a 1st down.
First down.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he's in! Touchdown, London. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And he missed it. No good. The footing makes kicking very difficult. The snow perhaps playing in to that missed extra point. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. 1 timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Complete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Let's go. 16, 18, go.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Set. Ready.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready. Set.
Rolling, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A loss of 9 on the
Byron
play.
Murphy in for the sack. It's a loss of 9
Here we go.
and sets up 3rd down.
33. Yellow. Set.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Okay, break. Set, go.
They'll try and run for it. And will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.